2019 Aston Martin Vantage ride-along, going to the extremes. My job is to make them drive like they look, Matt Becker, Aston Martin's vehicle attributes engineer, tells me. The engine is idling, and we're harnessed inside of the 2019 Vantage test mules racing bucket seats, somewhere on a frozen lake near the Arctic Circle in Sweden. Since the Vantage is Aston's best seller, and it's representative of the things the brand stands for, it's safe to say this chilly prototype is the most important Aston Martin on the planet right now. Shall we have a go? Becker rhetorically asks, looking out at the ice track. First, with all the systems on. We test and develop this car with systems on and off, at every stage. Becker shifts the Vantage into drive, and immediately it sounds happier. Under the hood is an Aston-ized, AMG-sourced twin-turbo V8, packing 503 horsepower and 505 lb-ft of torque. It was given the full workover, and the controller algorithms were developed to make it behave like a proper Aston. Power is channeled through an 8-speed ZF automatic gearbox. How and when the power comes on depends on driving conditions and mode, of which the 2019 Vantage has 3, Sport, Sport Plus and Track. Absent is the DB11S GT mode, which fits perfectly on the Grand Tourer but not on a pure sports car such as the Vantage. Throughout testing, the Vantage stays under heavy camouflage and even sports some DB11 bits at first to deter speculation. But despite the partial DB11 drag, the Vantage will embody CEO Andy Palmer's directive, "We need greater differentiation between the lines." While the DB11 is a striking and elegant Grand Tourer, the Vantage dials up the aggression over its predecessor. A massive, oxygen-gulping grille dominates the front end. The car is about the same width as the DB11, but in person, it seems twice as wide as more pedestrian sports cars. Fender vents serve both functional and aesthetic purposes. The lip of the trunk swoops up, a naturally integrated spoiler that will help deliver downforce. But there's a lot more at play than is even immediately evident to the eyes, most important of which is the electronic rear differential. This the first Aston to ever be fitted with an e-diff. As Becker explains, what that allows us to do is vary the amount of torque across the rear axle that we have, which allows you to make the car very short, very agile. Add in tricks like dynamic torque vectoring, and because we can open up the diff, it's like putting a pole in the ground when you're skiing. So, the car will rotate very quickly. There are other differentiators, too. While the DB11 sports Bridgestone tires, the Vantage opts for 20-inch Pirelli P0s. The Vantage's aluminum-bonded chassis is loosely related to the DB11S, but 70% of its components are all new.